Love you, Drew. Hey guys, am I sideways because this is a problem? What? Hello? I feel like this is not working. Hello guys, how are you tonight? Okay, let's see if this comes up. Okay, yep to what? Yep, it's working, or yep, it is not working. And oh, I was sideways before. That is a problem. So that's crazy because earlier today I was portrait, landscape, and I was good. So, all right, we are going to talk tonight about the incredible potential this company has and the very real numbers. These are actual paychecks that I'm going to share with you, but I'm going to give it a few minutes to get people on. We had over 45 people who were joining the call tonight. If any of my designers are on here that are moderators or administrators on this page, please be sure to continue to accept people into this that haven't been added, that have named a, Ashley, I'm adding all of your people. Oh, look at this. We have so many. Okay, so everybody should be able to get this. I'm sorry, you guys. So my dog wants to get out. You are not welcome back. Go, go, go. Okay. All right, so we're talking numbers tonight, and I am a numbers girl, so for me, this is absolutely thrilling information. I have always known that there is so much potential with Chalk Couture, but I did not realize the massive potential with this company. I had been involved in direct sales before. What I have found is that most companies will tell you, oh, it's such a ground floor opportunity. And actually, in fact, it's not ground floor at all. There are, several hundreds of thousands to millions of representatives or consultants or whatever the company calls it and there's something in direct sales, and this is very real. You can go and Google it. It's called the 4 stages of direct sales. And so it starts off with let me think for a minute because I haven't looked at this for a while. It starts off with formulation. At formulation, they come up with a product idea. They say, hey, do you think this can work? And people are like, sure, I think it can work. Do you think it can work? Yeah, I think it can work. And so they take it to plan. The next stage is concentration, where they really focus on the product and they see if, in fact, it can go to market. Can it go and compete against what is out there? So Chalk Couture has done both of those stages, and we have since landed in what is called concentration formulation. The third stage. I forget what it's called. I'll have to think about it. But this is the stage where you see explosive growth. This is the stage where millionaires are made. It is a 7 to 10 year period within a direct sales company. I will tell you guys, we just started in this third stage of the 4 stages of direct sales. The fourth stage is where most direct sales companies are, which is your Scentsy, your Beachbody, your Tupperware, your Avon, your Mary Kay, your Rodan and Fields. Throw some companies out at me and I can tell you. And the thing with those companies is that they have hit that fourth stage. I call it stagnation. It is stagnant. It doesn't mean that the company doesn't offer a great product. It is still has a great product, but the potential to earn great money is pretty much non-existent. You have to work your tail off. You have to be such a bold salesperson, such a bold recruiter that you really are just a phenomenon, if you will. Within Chalk Couture, we have about 20,000 designers between US and Canada total. So that first of all shows you the potential that we have. We have so much growth. You look at like a Mary Kay or an Avon, they've got over 2 million Mary Kay reps or whatever you call that, designers, reps, whatever. And so with that being said, with Chalk Couture having only 20,000 consultants or designers, we are in such a perfect point for those who join this company now. Now you can join this company. You can join and be a crafter and get your products at 40% off, which is amazing. We love our crafters. I actually started as a crafter and then I saw the potential of this business and I'm like, hang on, I am not going to waste any more time. I want to earn this money. I see the potential with the business, and I started to grow with the business. I have been doing this for a year and a half. I have over 700 people on my enterprise team, which is amazing. And so for somebody who didn't want to do this, who was just making farmhouse signs, this has become such a massive, massive blessing in my family. So with no further ado, let me get to, and at any point, feel free to drop some questions. That is what I'm here for tonight. But I want to share some payouts. So we have, first of all, above me is a lady named Brenda. Brenda has been with 6 direct sales companies. She has made it to the top of 2 of them, 3 now if I count Chalk Couture. And at the top of each company, she was making $10,000 as the #1 salesperson, as the #1 recruiter. And so you can imagine $10,000 a month. She was like, wow, this is great money. Well, let me share with you, because she said, Jen, you don't understand the potential with Chalk Couture, and what you can actually make within this company is just incredible. And so we have several stages to our business plan. So we've got this stage. This is just really our crafters. This is just somebody who maybe, I mean, you could start the business and really leapfrog all the way over into here, but these are people who maybe if they stay here in a year or 2, they have downline, they have team members because they're crafters and maybe their friends wanted to join and get the discount or whatever. But generally these people are not leaders, they're not business builders, they're just, that's not their focus, and that's totally okay. Then you get to this blue section, and the blue section is actually where leadership starts. It's an amazing section. Brenda, the lady that I had told you about that has made it to the top of the company, looks at our comp plan and says, because after she left her last company, she went into social media training. She was a social media guru, and so she had these people that would hire her, and she would go and she would speak at conventions and whatever. And when she did this, she would actually take the time to say, hey, you know what, let me see your comp plan, let me look at this. She has seen every comp plan out there, and she's like, the potential with this one is like a dream come true. It is too good to be true. And so what this blue level, this blue section is our mentors. This is the start of leadership within this company, and this is the start of some great recognition. Also, not only that, it's great pay, because in our company you get paid on coaching as well as sponsoring. So your first line is obviously the line that you sponsored, and then you also earn coaching bonuses, and we pay out commission on our first 3 lines. However, when you get to this level, which is our couturiers, our executives, and our master couturiers, that is what I'm going to break down for you tonight. So Chalk Couture, the couturier level, you have to have a minimum of 5 people on your first line. You have to have a minimum of 10,000 team volume, which is very, very doable. And you have to have one of these people in this blue section, master mentor. And the lowest, what they did was they compressed the numbers for us. And they said, if we put everybody on your 3rd line so that you couldn't make any commission at all, you'd make the smallest, teeniest amount of commission. If we compress those numbers, the lowest minimum possible payout at that level would be $1,594 a month. Amazing. That's fantastic. That is incredible. But let me tell you, the lowest that Chalk Couture has ever paid anybody, and this is not the medium, nor is it the high, was $1,986. And so I will tell you, I've been to that level. I've never had a paycheck that low, that small. I'm not allowed to tell you what I make, but I can tell you that it was a lot more than that. So that's amazing. The next level in our purple leadership is executive. And the minimum payout, if they were to compress everybody that is on your team to the 3rd line, which is only 2% commission, but now you're making 15% on your first line. 15%. You guys, you build your team wide for wealth and deep for depth. So at that minimum payout is $4,491 a month. That's incredible money. But let me tell you that the lowest paycheck that Chalk Couture has ever cut to an executive couturier is actually $5,823. And so with that said, you guys, these people are making at this level well over $75,000 a year just in commissions. And so when you add in the classes and the workshops and the finished goods that they're selling, they're making bank. I mean, it is incredible. And now I will tell you guys, this is not hard work, but it takes a lot of effort. So this is not a hard thing to do. The product sells itself. The business plan sells itself. I love it. It's amazing. It's fun. I've made all of these beautiful things on my wall and on my bookshelf. I've gotten awards. It's an amazing, amazing company. It's a great place to be. Now let's talk about that top level in the company, which is where, for business builders, not everybody wants that. As I said, we love our crafters, and we have a lot of crafters on our team. However, for the girls and guys, because we have men coming up in this company, and actually we have a man who's at that executive level right now within the company, and he does an unbelievable job. So men are absolutely welcome here. We embrace and welcome. I would say, like, I have a son who was doing firefighting. I'm telling you what, Nate, you go and you do this stuff because he's super handsome. You go and you chalk. You're going to have women drooling, and they're going to be like, let me join, let me sign under you, let me buy your products. And so the final level is our Master Couturier, which is the most exciting level. It's the tippy top of the company. And also, if I can tell you, when you hit this first blue level, you're the top 5% of the company, which is amazing. So top 5%, here you're top 3%, here top like probably 0.5%, here you're the top 0.09%. It's incredible. But the minimum payout, if they compressed everybody's downline to their third line only, making that 2%, the minimum payout they would ever pay is $15,090 a month. That is incredible. I don't know any corporate job. I don't know anything where you can make $15,000 a month, or even, at the $6,000 a month. My husband's always like, he's in corporate America. He works for an international publishing company, or media company, I should say. He's like, Jen, that's amazing, amazing money. But the lowest actual payout that they ever did, despite the fact that it says $15,000 is the lowest paycheck at this level was $21,500. And so when you look at it like that, there is so much potential. And I know the girls that are on our team and the girls who are working the business are going to be earning those paychecks, these amazing $6,000 paychecks a month, $10,000 paychecks a month. I know that they're going to do it because we are a very training focused team. We are very focused on helping those who want to rank up, move up the ladder, those who want financial freedom and time freedom for their families, to be home with their kids. We work towards that goal of helping you achieve whatever goal it is that you have set for yourself. So maybe financial freedom is not what you want. Maybe you want to pay for a kid's college. Maybe you have a clunker of a car and you need to replace that car. Maybe your kids do club sports and they're just killing you in fees. I can tell you guys, I have a son who has a rare illness and Lyme disease, and so I have spent an obscene amount of money. His Lyme doctor is $399 an hour. We have the quickest appointment we've had has been 4 hours. And so you can imagine this money helps our family greatly. This month alone, I would say we've had 20 different doctor's appointments between Lyme, pandas, infectious disease, chiropractic, acupuncture. Like we're trying everything. Allergy testing. I have probably honestly dropped close to, I would say $5,000. And I will tell you that Chalk Couture has paid for it all. Absolutely. Not Chalk Couture, the corporation. It's what I've earned through my business. But I will tell you guys, if I did not have this business, I honestly don't know what we would do. I don't know how we would treat my son or help him or get him treated. And so my point is, this company is truly a ground floor opportunity. I've looked in every direction I can because, as I said, I'm such a numbers girl, to try and figure out actually how many designers are within Chalk Couture, and I'm guessing it's about 20,000. That is such a incredible opportunity for anybody. And let's talk for a minute about what it costs to invest in yourself. Well, in Canada, you can actually start a business with Chalk Couture for just $19. I mean, I don't know about you, but a $19 investment, my gosh, I went to buy my kids underwear because we're leaving for a cruise, and the underwear was $16 for one pair of underwear. And so if you can think like that and say, oh my gosh, I buy my kids one pair of underwear for $13, $16, I can certainly invest $19 in myself. The other thing is in the US and Canada, so that is just a business kit for Canada. It is not offered in the US. It is the way the government in Canada works. They require that. And so then we've got a designer kit, which is amazing. In the US, it's $99. It is over $250 in products. And in Canada, it is $129, and it has $285 in products. It's the exact same kit, but because of the conversion rate, the exchange rate with the Canadian dollar, it's different. That said, whether you're spending $99 or $129, I don't know where you can spend that to have a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure underneath you. I feel like all of a sudden I went dark. Where you can have a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure underneath you that supports you, that does your HR basically, that does your taxes, it does your accounting, it does your marketing, it does your training, it does everything you could imagine, it does it for you. And so it is an unbelievable company. And on top of that, there are so many ways to work this business. So you could actually, let's talk about that for a minute. You could sign up and just teach classes. So you would go, it's just very much like a paint and sip party. Let's say you're doing this. Kindness changes everything. It's on an Aiden board, which is amazing. It's this font. You use white paste. And you go in and out. It is like a paint and sip party. Hang on, my little easel is falling. It's like a paint and sip party that you have in your town. Although, let's be honest, I have gone to paint and sip parties. Nothing I create ever looks that good. And in fact, I have one that I just pushed aside with my vacuum today. It is in my hall closet. And so it's not nice. In fact, it was a nice night, but it was embarrassing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really think I'm creative and this thing is terrible. And so that said, with Chalk Couture, it's like a goof-proof product. You can't mess it up. The paste is washable. So even if you have a slight mistake, you can just go in with the Q-tip and erase it. It's amazing. The other thing that we have is pop-up shop. So let's say if you could see the three, I'm trying to point. So 1, 2, 3 gold frames. So let's say you go in, you set up, you have 3 stations, you have items completed, products done, and then everybody stops and they check them out and they're like oohing and ahhing over what you've created. You have a little Try Me kit, which is basically little mini chalk chips. They're chalkable chips on a chalkboard with a little transfer, so they can try it and they can see how easy it is and how goof-proof it is, and they're like suddenly, hey, I want to use this. So that is another station. The third station is checkout, where you have all these amazing bundles already packaged up for them to take home with them. It is a quick 1 hour, out the door, process, easy. The other thing you can do is online Facebook parties. So let's say you've got a health issue, or you're a single mom with little kids at home and you tuck them into bed, and at night then you're able to do this. That's amazing, right? Another way you can do this is by vendor events. You can go and work craft shows and sell finished goods. Another way is you could partner with a coffee shop or an antique store or a women's boutique and sell finished goods, a home goods store within the boutique. In addition to that, by partnering up with them, you can also teach classes out of their venue. So that's amazing. Another way to work the business is by doing Club Couture, which is amazing. It is a program that we offer. We'll pretend that this is a Club Couture transfer. So everybody gets an 8x10 transfer every month. They get 3 coordinating paste singles to go with. How cute is this transfer? And then every month it ships to their door. In the United States, it's $19. It's free shipping. And in Canada, it's $26.99. Amazing. And so when you send this out, you don't send it out. Chalk Couture sends it out for you. It is a gift at the doorstep every single month. It's amazing. Another way you could do it is you could go live every single day. I see that Janet Peer has just popped on. She's one of our designers, one of our amazing designers on our team. And she goes live all the time. She is a administrative in a hospital, or administrator in a hospital. She's got some bigwig job in the healthcare field. And so this has been her way that she comes home and decompresses and really, really loves it. So that's another way. You could just go live and people are like, hey, wait a minute, you're doing this super cute number here, and I really want that. Send me the link. And so that does happen. In addition to that, then you could also build a team. I mean, there are really so many ways to work this business. It's just incredible. And that's one thing that I love about it, because I used to be with a direct sales company. I was a photographer, and I actually had joined a makeup company that had this everlasting lipstick. And the reason I joined it was so that these kids, when they came to do their senior pictures, wouldn't lose their lip color. When you take a picture, color is just basically absorbed by the camera, and your face always looks a little less colorful, if you will. Anyhow, so I joined that company, and I was like, oh, maybe I might tinkle in this business and try it a little bit, play around with it. And I said, oh, can I do this? And they're like, nope, Jen, you can't do that. And I'm like, ooh, how about this? And they're like, no, Jen, you can't do that. And I'm like, how about this? No, Jen, you can't do that. Everything I offered, I was shut down on. Nothing that I've ever said to Chalk Couture have I been shut down on in terms of ways to work the business. The only thing that you can't do is you can't really, I'm trying to think of what you can't do. You can't sell finished goods. I can't sell, like, let's say I owned a store. I couldn't leave transfers up all day long, 24/7, in a brick and mortar shop. That I cannot do. Other than that, you could even sell in business, like buy, sell trade pages. It's amazing. Like, they don't limit us. And so it's a very conservative company, but it does give their designers some flexibility on what works best. So I'm not necessarily the most crafty person. I'm more business oriented. And so they really work within what your skills and talents are, if you will. So, and look, congratulations, Janet. She's done 36 days consecutively. That's amazing, going live. And so she's building her business in a different format than maybe somebody who only has daytime hours and goes and teaches mom and me classes, to peanuts. And so there's so many ways to work this business. And like I said, for just $99, I don't know, or $129 in Canada, where you can have the potential of earning more than $22,000 a month in a commission check. And so I just really wanted to pop on live and give you guys a quick 30-minute overview of real numbers. If you're just hopping on now, the real numbers are at the beginning of this video, about 5 minutes in. So hop back on and watch that. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. And I will tell you guys, the biggest complaint I hear is people will say, I don't have the money to do it. I want to do this. I want to invest in myself. I want to give myself a gift and my family a gift of this potential, but I don't have $99 or I don't have $129 to spend. Let's break that down for you for a minute. I understand that. I understand exactly what you are saying. In fact, I felt that way too. I completely felt exactly how you feel. However, when I started to see the value of the products and that the products sold themselves and that I would belong to a team that has such incredible support and the friendships that I would earn, I started to say to myself, how can I do this, Jen, without pulling from my family's finances? And so what I did was I actually painted a table that I got at a garage sale for $5, painted it up, sold it, had enough money for my kit. My Up line, the one that is at the tippy top of the company now, she's one of the top earners in the company. So I can say she is earning, the $21,500 minimum per month. She's been with this company for just 2 years this month. 2 years, and she's earning $21,000 plus a month. That's incredible. If you're willing to put in that time, there is so much potential with this business. And so what she did not have literally any money. They were actually leaving to go to court to file bankruptcy. And this came into her lap and she's like, I don't know what to do. She went around the house. She found used essential oils and sold them and was able to buy her kit. Now, I find that disgusting. I can't imagine buying somebody's used essential oils, but somebody did it. So there's always a way to make those ends meet. So if you're saying to yourself tonight, I really want to do this, but I can't afford it, I promise you, walk through your house and you've got stuff that your trash is someone else's treasure. I'm sure that you can find a way on Facebook Marketplace to sell it and find the money that you need for the kit, especially in Canada. It's only $20. That's incredible. That's unheard of. So I thank you all so much for your time. We at Team Fearless are so excited that you're here. I will tell you, we have the best team. We have the best designers. We have the best culture. Our group is one of love and support and celebration, and it's just an amazing place to belong with, honestly, an amazing group of women, and we have a sprinkling of men, which is really exciting as well. So Thank you all so much. I'm grateful for your time. Have a blessed night. And if you have any more questions, please reach out to the designer that sent you here because they will take such good care of you. So thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.